Sony, as a video game company, also a movie studio, is in a very, very interesting spot, which none of the other studios are, where they have a great deal of IP. A great deal of IP. And they've made a commitment recently to adapting said IP, which is very, very smart. Genuinely, very, very smart thing to do. And now, you read from the headlines, looks like they're going to be doing a Helldivers movie. Interesting. What is it not just going to be Starship Troopers? Is it not just going to be Starship Troopers? I mean, I'm all game for that. I don't care. But it does sound like it's just going to be a bit Starship Troopers. But that's fun. I think this is going to be great. So let's take a look at this and some other articles just surrounding Helldivers generally. And sort of what the video game studio believes and things like that. Which could mean that this is going to be fantastic. Hopefully. But hit subscribe if you're a returning viewer and you're not yet subscribed. Because this one, you're not going to want to miss. Anyway, so here's the initial news, right? Sony looks to spread freedom with Helldivers movie adaptation. Okay, cool. That's good. Now, this isn't just speculation. As this article states, over the last couple of years, Sony's PlayStation Productions has helped bring some of PlayStation's most beloved and iconic franchises to the small and big screen. From The Last of Us, Gran Turismo, to Twisted Metal and Uncharted. We're getting Last of Us Part 2 as well soon. Fans have gotten to experience some of their favourite games and characters come to life. And for the most part, most of these adaptations have been well received, which is true. Apparently Twisted Metal was pretty good, to be fair. I don't know, I didn't watch it, but people said it was good. Looking to continue to ride the hot hand, PlayStation Productions is now bringing one of last year's biggest games to the big screen. During CES 2025, Sony Pictures announced plans for a movie adaptation of Helldivers 2. So they literally said, looking ahead as to what might come next, I'm excited to announce we are working with Sony Pictures on developing a film adaptation of our amazingly popular PlayStation game, Helldivers 2. So pretty much, just straight off the bat, saying, yeah, we're going to be working with Sony Pictures, or well, we are working with Sony Pictures on developing this film adaptation. And 9 times out of 10, when they announce something like this, it's already been in the can for a little while, and they've got the majority of the deals outlined. This is kind of either just to get it over the edge, or it's a done deal anyway. Now, this is a pretty big deal, actually. And just as an FYI, I did say at the start of this that Sony is in a very unique position. They are, actually. Warner Brothers is in a sort of the reverse position of Sony. So Warner Brothers has their own video game studio. And so they turn their IPs from movies into video games. Whereas Sony is doing the reverse of that. Probably making the most money from it as well. One would imagine. Genuinely. More so than what Warner Brothers would be doing. But that's fantastic. This has been a huge success. So released in February 2024. Helldivers 2 is a direct sequel to 2015's Helldivers. And it's blown up. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Now, they do say this. It's drawn comparisons to Starship Troopers. Yeah, it is. It is a bit of a, sort of satirical and things like that. It's fun. It's fun. I think this could be great. I think this could be really, 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 really good. And why do I think this could be really, really good? Because the people at Arrowhead just don't give a toss. They don't give a shit. And this, to me, is this pendulum swinging backwards. Finally swinging backwards. Helldivers 2 director slams DEI in gaming. Make good games, not political statements. Good. It was the same with Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. It was the same with them. They were like, stop, what is this shit that you're making? Stop it, just stop it. Just make a good game. And it says this, in a move that has ignited conversations across the gaming industry, Johan Pilestedt, the creative director behind Helldivers 2, so a pretty important person, obviously, has taken a firm stance against incorporating diversity, equity and inclusion initiatives into games when they detract from the player experience. His comments come amidst a broader industry debate over the role of social and political themes in game development. Never add DEI to your games, someone wrote, and he just went, if it doesn't add to the game experience, it detracts. and games should be a pure pursuit of amazing moments. I can't argue with that. And someone else replied, and how would DEI have benefited Helldivers 2? I don't like labels, but mankind is united in its extreme xenophobia on Super Earth. Inclusion, so maybe that's DEI. I really don't care. Make good games, don't make a contemporary political statement. Pretty on it, to be honest. Pretty on it. What a legend. So if these people are behind it, right? If these people are working on it, that's going to be a great game, great movie, isn't it? A movie adaptation of a game, whatever you want to call it. This was covered by Mark Kern, and he did World of Warcraft, by the way. So pretty industry veteran, I guess. It said, before this would even be discussed, it would be ignored, buried. The fact that legacy media is picking up on this means the Overton window is shifted. This is that pendulum swinging. He then went further, praising the gaming community for pushing back against what he calls political propaganda in games. We will continue to push against political propaganda that ruins games. We will continue to be heard. Well, the thing is, and I've said this time and time again, and it's true, is that the video game industry is actually speed running what the movie industry has been experiencing for a while and will eventually get to, if they don't turn back soon. So video game industry spends literally hundreds of millions of dollars on video games, and they've been tanking recently because they've been like, yeah, let's make it about a black trans lesbian that's on a crusade to find the purple dildo or something like that. It's just nonsense. I can't keep a straight face saying that one. It's just nonsense, right? It's just absolute nonsense what they're making games about. And no one wants to play them. And so what's happened is that they get released. Oh, that tickled me. They get released, and then they're just dead. They're just completely dead. They're done. And this is because the video game industry, although it has a massive market, it's a broad spectrum of people that are the market. It's a huge market, but it's not a diverse market. And they have very niches that they like to play. They like you to work within those confines, and if you don't release a game that they want, they won't play it, and they don't care. Because at the end of the day, ladies and gents, is that people can choose not to buy your game longer than you can not make money for. They don't have to. They've got back catalogue. What are you talking about? They don't have to play your game when there's like 50 years. Well, yeah, about 50 years worth, probably even more now. 50 years worth of fantastic content out there that they could just play. There's a library, a history of great games. Oh, good game didn't come out this year? Who cares? I'll go back and play whatever. Like, it's fine. It's absolutely fine. And this is what the movie industry has slowly been feeling. Because, of course, they've got a big market, but a diverser range of people. Now everyone's kind of switching on to that and going, this is just, I'm done with this now. This is just shit. So anyway, could the Helldivers movie adaptation be great? Yes, I think it could, if you get the people that developed it working on it as well. That is like quintessential. You must do that. And then I reckon it'd be brilliant. Anyway, let me know what you think down below. Take care. Bye-bye now.